Why blog about social inclusion? An idea takes form. So how did I come to write about social inclusion? Well, I wanted to start an ongoing writing project that would allow me to publicly engage with readers, i.e. a blog. I mulled a couple of topic ideas, but they didn't sit right with me. I needed something of interest to me and of relevance to others. But what? The social inclusion theme pierced my skull and embedded itself into my brain like a javelin, swiftly and without warning, while I watched the closing ceremony of the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. The words of Andrew Parsons, president of the International Paralympic Committee, plus a promo for the We the 15 campaign, inspired the idea. Parsons said, quote, 15% of the world's population cannot be left behind. We must see beyond the athletes that have performed so well here and see the 1.2 billion persons with disabilities. They can and they want to be active citizens in an inclusive world. This was Sir Ludwig Goodman, our founder's wish. Through We the 15, we want to build on Goodman's legacy. We want to provide a global movement, publicly campaigning for visibility, accessibility, and opportunity. As a wise athlete said so perfectly this week, people with disabilities should not have to do exceptional things to be accepted. Sport has opened the door. Now it's time for us all to play our part, to break down the barriers that keep us apart. End quote. Listening to Parsons speak, I took his words to heart. Of course, I thought. It's a common part of the human condition. We all want to be accepted by others and to belong to something beyond ourselves. This feeling is something we can all relate to. Watching an event celebrating athletes with disabilities struck the spark for this blog. But then it occurred to me, this space could spotlight individuals and organizations that work to create a more inclusive society for all people. After all, sharing the benefits of society with all citizens is not only the human thing to do, it's also the humane thing to do. One of my favorite sayings is, a rising tide lifts all boats. This simply means that we all benefit more by lifting each other up than by pushing each other down. Life does not need to be about some people succeeding at the expense of others. We should act to ensure that everyone succeeds. I want to hear your ideas on ways to break down the barriers that keep us apart. Leave your comments below. And if you haven't already, read what social inclusion means to me and why it matters to you in my blog post, Our Inclusive Society, A Vision for a Just and Respectful World.